balloon artist! Welcome back to my channel. Today we are continuing from where we left off. Our balloon girl is gonna get stunning with a new dress, and plus stick around because there will be a bonus video at the end that you won't want to miss it. So grab your balloons and let's start weaving. Starting with our red balloons. Okay, not too long. Okay, about this length, and you're gonna pump up the rest of the balloons too. So same size, same length, okay? Gonna pump it up. After you pump up all the balloons, you're gonna start out with red. You're gonna do a slightly long bubble. Okay, about this size. And another bubble. We're gonna twist the bubble into pinch twists like this. Okay, so we have something like this. After that, we're gonna take another balloon. Connect the nozzle here into the pinch twist like this. Usually I will pull the nozzle here and turn the balloon in, just like how we did the hair. Okay, so like this. Make sure it's tight as always. And we're gonna do a long bubble again. And a bubble. Like this. Okay? And then do a pinch twist. Okay, once you're done, we're gonna repeat the same process again. Attach in, slightly long bubble, bubble, and make the bubble into pinch twist. Okay, shall you do the rest on your own? Once you finish attaching everything, okay, right now you should have something like this. Okay, once you've done this, you're gonna take the red color nozzle, attach back to the green color one. So you should have something like this. Okay, the top part looks like this. Okay, once you have done this, we're going to twist, starting using the red one. We're gonna start with small bubble. Why is it small? Because when we are doing layer by layer, if the bubble here, the first bubble here is too big, it's gonna make a big gap in between. So we try to do a small bubble, but not as super small, okay? And literally it's a bubble, okay? Once we have this, we're gonna do a big bubble. And we're gonna make this big bubble into pinch twist. Like this. Once we have that, this pinch twist here indicate the start of the layer. So once I have this, we need to do a long bubble, just same size as the starting first layer. This is what we call the first layer. Okay, same size as the first layer. Okay, once you have this, we're going to move on to the orange one. We're gonna make a small bubble. Remember the small bubble? Okay. and we're gonna turn it together. I give you an example. If we're gonna make a big bubble, as I say, it will make a very big gap. If I make a big bubble, there will be a big gap. Let me show you how. Okay, if I make a big gap here, it's gonna have a big hole here. So the bigger the bubble is, the gap here will be bigger. Okay, so imagine if I make small bubbles. If I make a small bubble like this, as you can see, it's tightly together. Okay, there won't be any hole here. Okay, move on. Continue to our continue. So after we done the red one and the orange one with a small bubble here, we're gonna turn them together. Twist them together. Okay, like this. And you should have something like this. Okay, a small bubble. And right now we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna create a long bubble for the orange, a small bubble for the mango color. And we are gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna attack, turn it in. Once you've done that, we're gonna do the same thing again. A long bubble for the mango and a small bubble for the yellow. Okay, small bubble inside. We're gonna turn them together. And we're gonna keep repeating until we touch we are going back to the red one. Okay, once we are going back to the red one, so the green one we're gonna just do a long bubble like this, the same size. Okay, we're gonna connect back with this pinch twist here. Just gonna turn it in, like how we do the doll, the balloon girl hair. Okay, just gonna do the same thing again, circular motions. And we are done with our second layer, as you can see. Here. 1, 2. So we're gonna do the same thing again as how we started the second layer. So we're gonna do a bubble, a big bubble, the regular size one. We're gonna do a pinch twist. Okay. We're gonna do a long bubble. This time we're gonna do slightly longer. Just slightly longer. As you can see, just slightly longer than the second one. So the dress will flare out nicely. Okay? And remember, the next balloon we're gonna do a small bubble too. So the next balloon is red, so we're gonna do red small bubble and turn them together. Okay, and do a long bubble. So the long bubble should be, the next long bubble for the red color one should be the same size as the green color one. And orange, small bubble. And turn them together. And you should have something like this. Okay? And keep continuing the same things again.
Long for the orange. Small bubble for the mango. Long for the mango. Small bubble for the yellow. Long for the yellow. Small bubble for the ivory.
Long for the ivory. And we are back to the pastries. Okay? Once you're back to the pastries, you're gonna do the same thing again. You're gonna roll it in. You're gonna try it on your own right now. Okay, we need to start the new layer again. So each layer, try to open up the dress bit by bit. Not too much, if not it will suddenly very big. Okay, so we're gonna open up a little bit more, or if you want to stay as the same length that you doesn't want to keep opening, you can always do the same long bubbles so that it doesn't flare too much. Okay, so small bubble, big bubble, big bubble become a pastries. Oops, a big bubble become a pastries. We are back with the pastries. Long bubble for the yellow and connect back to the pastries. Okay, right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. So we try to do at least 7 layers, and I know you can do it, so let's fast forward the video. This is my last layer, so this is the number 6. So right now I'm going to number 7. So for number 7 it's slightly different. We're gonna do small bubble, big bubble. So small bubble, big bubble, and the big bubble become a pastries. Okay, we're gonna do it for every colors. Okay, small bubble, big bubble, and big bubble become a pastries. Right now we're gonna just do it for all colors. Okay, once we finish all the colors, one bubble, one pastries, one bubble, one pastries. Okay, once we finish, we're gonna do long bubble, any color that you want to go with, and just one long bubble, and we're going back to the other side pastries. So you just gotta connect like this. Share something. Okay. So you're just gonna take the green one again, long bubble, connect back to the red one, then the red one, long bubble, gonna connect to the orange color one. To finish, you should have something like this. Okay. Why we do a pastries at the end of the dress is because it's easier for us to hide the nozzle. Okay, and easier for us to attach to the other side too. Another thing is, if you are maybe on the 5th of the 6 layers and you encounter a full-blown balloon like this, okay, don't worry, you can always break a little bit of balloon to let go the air, okay. This is just an example, okay. If you do not have enough space behind, you can always break the balloon behind and then leave a little allowance here and then tie it up so that you can continue twisting, okay. So right now, since we are at the ending already, so right now we are at the end of the layer, so we're gonna do one long bubble here and one twist, okay. But only for one color, okay, just any color. So one long balloon and one bubble. So how do I get the long balloon sizing is how I match up with the middle of the whole circle. If you see, this is the middle part, so I just get this sizing here. So right now I'm gonna do the long bubble at every balloons, okay, just long bubble, no pinch twist. Connect the long balloons to the one that has a pinch twist, like this, okay. And you should have something like this. Once you have this, you're gonna break the two colors that you just attached. Okay, you're gonna tie them together, a dead knot, okay, to secure them. Okay, you can tie 2 times, 3 times, okay, not too much. Once you have this, you can just cut off the excess. Okay, you should have something like this. Once you're done, we're gonna slot this into it like this. And right now we're gonna connect all the colors into the middle. So we're gonna do the long bubble and connect to the pinch twist. Once you've done this, okay. Once you've done this, sorry, you need to leave a last part here, okay. Why? Because right now we need to put in the balloon girl. How we put in, we need to slot the 360 in this way. Okay, you slot in and try to pull it out. Like this. Okay, all the way to the top until the 2 big pinch twists touches the dress. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna twist, make a twist, okay, inside the dress. Let me show you. Inside the dress. So something like this is inside the dress, okay. Try not to twist like this. Don't twist it like this, because the dress bottom, right, it will pop up. So if you can go inwards, try to go inwards a bit more. Okay, so this is the maximum length I can go in. Okay, once I have this, I'm gonna cut it off or pluck it off, this part, and tie it a dead knot. Like this, okay, a dead knot. So the inside is like it. Okay. Right now you're gonna take this balloon, you're gonna attach to the pinch twist here. Pull it tight, huh? But not too tight that you will break the balloons, okay? You should have something like that. Okay? And try to hide the excess of the balloon. Okay? And the last balloon, we can close it up again. We can close it up already. We are done for the dress, like this. So it should look like this. Usually I put the whole pinch piece behind the head, so the head will be in front. The back of the head will be behind, like this. Okay, the whole pinch piece is here. Okay. Once we finish this, we're gonna pump out our plush balloon. Just a little, maybe half the length. Okay, and do our doll hand. So maybe we can do it about this length. This is the length of the hand for my doll. Okay. Once you have this, I will count the middle part. You need to take 2 pastries to do the hand. So normally, one of the long part will be the middle, and then 2 pastries at the side. So I will skip the other one, skip one more at the side of the neck. As you can see, it's just nice. So this one I will use the mango balloon and the green color one. So I will just attach the hand to the mango balloon here, the pinches here. Okay, so we're gonna do a bubble this size. Okay, we're gonna connect this to the big pinch trace here. So how we're gonna connect? It's the same thing again. We're gonna twist our balloon in a circular motion. Put it in. Once we have that, we should came out from the other side. So this is the side we went in. We should came out from the other side here. So it will be just nice at the green color fishes here. Okay. Once we have this, we're gonna do a bubble again, and we're gonna connect to the green color fishes. Okay. Once you've done that, we need to do the same length for the other hand too. Okay. You can always measure by the hand coming down to the sides. Once you measure finish, you're gonna break it off and tie it up. Like this. Okay. You can adjust a little bit. So you should have something like this. And that's it. Our balloon girl have a gorgeous dress now. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell so you will know the next drop. I might explore more balloon dress styles, fun hairstyles, or even create a matching balloon boy next. So do stay tuned and keep twisting. Bye bye. Bonus tip for today is you can add the legs here if you want to. So we're gonna pump up an extra plush color or beige color just by a little, like this. And we're gonna pump up another color of the shoes. We're gonna twist a loop like this. And remember to put the nozzle through, just like how you did the flower. And you're gonna do 2 bubbles. Okay? And the same thing, you're gonna make these 2 bubbles into peach trees. So after you have this, put them together like this. You're gonna twist them together. Okay? Once you twist them together, this part we're gonna use to turn it in. Okay? So how we're gonna turn it in is we're gonna use the long balloon part. We're gonna twist it in the middle of these 2 round bubbles like this, in a circular motions too. Like that. You should have your peaches. Okay? So once I have this, I will usually put it this way so that I can move on to the other feet. So I do a long bubble like this. Okay? And same thing again, we're gonna do 2 bubbles. And these 2 bubbles gonna be the peaches again. Gonna twist them up. And long balloons gonna go through them in the middle. In the circular motions. Same thing. Okay? And the last part will be the loop twist. Okay? Like this. Okay? Once you are done, you just try to secure everything and break it off for the excess part. Secure again. And we can put the feet at the same way as the first one. Like this. So you should have something like this. Okay. Once you are done with this, you're gonna take the nozzle attached to either one of the 2 peach trees. Once you have that, we're gonna do the long part for the legs. So maybe let's say if you want the dress to be a long dress, then you do a shorter leg like this. Okay? If you want the dress to be a short dress, then the leg will be longer. So today I want to do a long dress for her. So I will do a short leg like this. So about this length. Okay? And once I have this length, I'm going to connect to the peach trees below, which is the yellow color one. I'm going to turn it in using the circular motions again. Okay, once you have these balloons, you're going to do a long twist again, same size at the other side. Okay, once you got it, we're going to connect the other leg to the other shoe. So to the other 2 pieces. Once you're done, you're gonna break it off. Okay. Once you're done, break it off. And we adjust a little, like this. Okay. So the peach trees will be in between the leg. Okay, just like that. And there's a leg below. why I didn't cut off the nozzle here at the end is because sometimes maybe you want to attach something for the girl to hold. I want to do a tiny bag for her to hold. Okay. Let's say if I want to do a bag for her to hold, at least there's an attach point from her hand so that I can just attach in like this. You can curl the hand a little so that she's like holding a band right now, if you can see. Okay, so try to leave it for the moment until you thought of anything you want to add to the hand. If not, you can just cut it off. Okay. Okay, just cut it off like this. And this is the bonus, and I hope you enjoy it. So give me a thumbs up. Okay, bye.